Room 10 at the Nice View Hotel. I'm not exactly sure what this is down here, but it's very scenic indeed. I think it must be some kind of public gardens. This is the People's Square. And like any big square, any place in the world, there's going to be people with flags leading a load of tourists and explaining everything to them. If you don't want to take the tour, hard luck, because you're getting it. This is the Three Gorges Museum. Roaming about on the underground looking for the train to Ciqikou, which is a tourist attraction, being an ancient village. Luckily there are lots of helpful people about who want to come and speak a little bit of English, so I think I'm on the right train now. Well, that was interesting. Quite a lengthy metro train ride to Ciqikou. But I'm here now, and we're going to have a look around the ancient town. You can see the metro train station behind me here. Very modernistic, smooth running, neat and tidy, everybody behaving themselves. And no advertising whatsoever. Everything clearly laid out in Chinese and in English too once you tune into it. So the metro's very recommended. Okay. Like everything, there's no shortage of shops and eating places as you enter this sort of touristy place. So the ancient village is straight across from us. The humidity here is at least 100% and overcast, hot, I'd say about 30 degrees, but I think it's going to be well worth the effort. You see the tour buses arriving behind me, so let's go ahead before they disgorge. Here we go. Big kettle doing something. The taxi driver I was talking to last night told me that the majority of the tourists you see are actually Chinese tourists from different regions of China. This is meant to be an ancient village. What I've seen so far are tourist shops and masses of tourists and Instagrammers right, left and centre. Come on. Mental. I guess it's these old black and white buildings that are the actual attraction. Here at Ciqikou there are some other alternatives to excessive shopping and eating. It's a nice little hilltop park, a little bit of fresh air up here, so a few steps is worth the climb, I would suggest. Now the noise you can hear in the background is the crazy tourist area. If you like tour buses, this is going to be the sort of place you'll love. Just about 33 degrees here, midday. Got to see about getting the subway or the metro back into town centre. Right, I'm back on the subway again, and the trick is to know which station you're going to. So when the helpful lady tries to assist, you can actually tell her what your destination is. This is the place where the train goes to the apartment block, where I've accidentally got off by mistake, and it looks as if something worked in my favour for once. What I'm trying to do this morning is make my way to somewhere called Ciqikou Metro Station, but it's all very confusing as usual. Anyway, I've got a 3 yuan ticket and I just have to change trains a couple of times. Now that would be the Green Line train, which is actually painted green. Very useful. And this down here is the Yangtze River, which merges with the Yangtze further downstream. exited at Ciqikou Station, and now I'm looking for the cable car to take me across the river and up the other side of the mountain. I'm walking uphill in the hope of finding the cable car station. I must say, after 3 days in this city, not understanding what's going on and not understanding a single word of what people are saying, it's quite a strange feeling actually. But you know, it is what it is, and we're getting along okay. Self-guiding. When you sit down at a table, this is what you're faced with. I believe there's a way of ordering food here, but I haven't worked it out yet. I refused to go into the KFC behind me, and instead I had 3 breakfast dumplings and a big mug of hot soya milk, 10 yuan. All good. Well, this is the only time you're ever going to see me wearing a baseball cap. I have to purchase it in the local market for £2, and the reason I have it is because I'm going to attempt to walk across the great big bridge behind me and see what's on the other side, basically. I've walked across some of the biggest rivers in the world, and I finally made it to the Yangtze. Across the river. And now we're on the sort of more mountainous side of Chongqing, so it smells more leafy and verdant on this side. It's an impressive bridge over an impressive river by an impressive city. Mixed in with all the skyscrapers and all the glass glitzy stuff, there's some very basic original looking flats down below here, right on the banks of the Yangtze River. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. That's going to be the end of my video on 3 days in Chongqing in China. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to see what else I get up to on my travels. Thanks again for watching.